I'm just going to go through what I was told. So we decide before we come in here when we're going to release the body. And sometimes we can do it consciously, but most of the time it happens unconsciously or subconsciously. And it can do so mainly because whatever we really truly wanted to experience in this lifetime, we've already done it. We had intentions, we chose our family. These are things I was told today, and it reinforces a couple things, but some of it was kind of interesting. So we choose our family, we choose our friends, we choose the experiences that we actually encounter in this lifetime, and they're all sort of in that space of guiding us to the purposes and the reasons why we came here. And consciously, we may not understand those reasons. We may think we have an idea of them, but there's this undercurrent of subconscious that's interconnected with all of us that is guiding us down these different paths. So the importance of just staying present in the moment, knowing you're making decisions based on your feeling states, and being present that even when you have experiences that don't feel good, which happen to all of us all the time, accept and know in a really positive way that that is the universe or God, or however you want to define your connection to the non-visible, is just guiding you more towards your soul's purposes, and it's all good. It's all good. And then you can make a decision to do something different if something doesn't feel good in your experience. It's kind of like a pause or a stop sign, that can give you the ability to make a different decision that feels better to you. So remember, everything's always working out for our highest good. Let's see, yeah. And I've got the record still open, so I'll just check in and see, did I miss anything? Just that there's a sense of an interconnectedness, not only to everything on this planet, but to energies outside the planet, and that this is the highest creative space of any planet. We have more choices and more ability to create, and so the energies that show up here to create in what we feel is this lifetime, and that's obviously a perception that we've developed in this space of this dimension or whatever, but it's different. It'll be different when we leave here. We'll have more of a fluid understanding, and we won't know all these details until we leave. So it's like the gist is, the most important thing you can understand is that life goes on. Your energy is energy, and it goes on, and that's true for everyone. And then I'm being reminded, the other thing that they mentioned was the feeling of absence when somebody passes is also a direct reflection on how filled up on love we feel and how happy we are. And when we realize that that connection is not gone, that we still have that connection, and there's a connection there when we put energy into thinking of somebody who's passed, and that we do have the ability to take things that they loved and make a connection to that energy and think of them and that thing that they loved, and it helps solidify the connection so that your senses can perceive more of that person that you loved that passed. And when you get in the right energetic space of connection, the different clair sense, the different ones you have, you might be able to see them, or a lot of people see signs of them, ask a question and like a penny shows up, or a special bird, there's all sorts of ways that the energies are able to use other energies to connect and give you answers and solace and things like that. So I've got a project I'm doing with crystals that'll help you with your energetic connections as well. And that'll be we're going to highlight that in a documentary that I've been working on with some friends. So that's coming forward. We'll be filming More I Trust next month. So then the most important things to know about being here is your intent to be here, the creation space that happens in the moment with your feeling states, and how being in the moment allows you to follow the guidance that's going to come around you. And you can refer to that guidance through angels or people that passed, or there's a lot of ways to kind of interpret. And so never be critical of yourself on how you interpret your environment or the guides and the masters and things that you connect with. It's all very legitimate. It's your perception, and your perception is everything. You are the creator being, and you're creating everything in the moment. They're telling me things that they told me earlier, which was like, if you have somebody that lives on the other side of the earth that you love and you just don't get a chance to see them, or maybe you've had a falling out with them, you can basically, you can always see them in their wholeness, see them happy. And that actually is a beautiful reflection back to you, like to know that we're all doing the best we can, think of them and trust that they're doing well. And that energy, because you're connected, it comes back to you as well. So very powerful way of being in the world is to focus on seeing somebody when they were happy and in their prime and stuff. So I'm just asking, is there anything I missed on that? They said I added some stuff that's good. That's hilarious. And the thing about my mom and dad is that my outer body tingles with my mom, and my feet and my lower legs tingle with my dad. And they were saying it's because of the way I experienced more of my mom before, when she left the planet. It's more like the hug is in totality of love. And so I feel it all around my body. And I energetically thought of my dad more in this lifetime as more grounding sort of energy. And so that's why it's sort of in my feet. But it's not something that he's doing per se. It's kind of a co-creation between us. So so we can look at some of these experiences that we have with people who passed as a co-creation, because they can be as active in our experience as we allow them to be. Ultimately, everything is under our control. Don't fear death. So I'm asking, is there anything else we need to know? And it's like, don't fear death. It's really not the death that we think it is. And the more that we understand that we're energy and there's non-visible energies around us, loving us, supporting us, think of being able to sometimes just lean back and feel their love and compassion, like they're giving you like an auric hug. Feel that and know the truth in that. And again, how much we're supported and how powerful and stuff that we are. And soul purposes come through leaning into joy and finding joy, and they can change and detour, because we can get an idea of what we think it should be and what would bring us joy and happiness, and then we get there, whatever that path of getting there, however the path is, which is the most important part, right? Then we may change our mind, or we may have other experiences, and that's part of being a creator. Never think that you're locked into this one track and you've got to stay on this one track. I mean, it's almost like the more mastery you have, the more directions you could go, the more interests you have that would be fun and exciting. So stay in that path, keep shining your inner light. If you like these videos, hit subscribe and the bell, and you'll be notified of future videos. And at some point, we'll notify you when the documentary is coming out. And I'll try to post some little short films with Shizan and Liz and anyone else who's here helping with the creation of the documentary. So God bless you. Take care of yourselves. Keep shining your inner light, and know it's reflected back to you as you shine. Take care.